Hey guys, Nick here. Today we're going to be going over all the platinum trophies I earned in 2021. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. Now, we're going to get right into this. I will go over each platinum trophy I earned in order from when I earned them, and I will basically just go through my thoughts and how difficult the game was to how hard it was to get the platinum and everything. Yeah, we'll just get into this. So, first up on the trophy list, we have Astro's Playroom. Now, mind you, I got my PS5 middle of January, and this was my first platinum trophy. Earned it January 21st. The game comes pre-installed on all PS5 consoles, so it was a really good game. I wish they made they made it bigger because it's a pretty small game. I wish we got like Super Mario 64 levels of how big this game is. But man, this game was so fun. It made really good use of the DualSense controls, or the haptics and the adaptive triggers. It makes really good use of them, and I think out of all the trophies I earned this year, this game definitely had the best use of the controller. This is one of the easier platinums. It actually didn't take that long. You just gotta beat the game and find some collectibles. Really, wasn't hard at all, so. I apologize if I sound a little congested. It's winter. But next game on the list is Bugsnax. If I remember correctly, this was a game that was a PS Plus game, if I remember correctly, for the month of January, I think. Yeah, this was a weird game. Easily the weirdest game on the list, and rightly so. But the platinum was pretty easy. It was harder than Astro's Playroom for sure, because you had to catch all the Bugsnax, and I don't remember how many there were, but there were quite a bit, and you have to have the strategy, of catching them. Yeah, it was a really interesting game. There's not too much to say about it though. Fucking I don't know. If you get a PS5, don't look past Bugsnax. It's just an enjoyable game. Next game on the list is Subnautica. Mind you, this is the PS4 version of the game, because the PS5 version did not come out yet. I believe it came out, I think, the same day as Below Zero, which is the game I also platinumed later. I wish I had the PS5 version of Subnautica, because this game definitely buggy. A game like that, usually, it's PC only, and it's just not optimized very well, but I really enjoyed the game. Platinum was pretty straightforward. There were a couple of miscellaneous trophies, if I remember right, but most of the trophies were pretty much just story. Finding all the alien structural cities, buildings, whatever you want to call them, but yeah, it was definitely something, but yeah. Man, I sound awkward. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Now, these next 3 trophies that I earned, it's the Ezio collection. of, you know, Assassin's Creed Ezio collection. The 3 games with Ezio: Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. I don't know why I decided I wanted to platinum these games, but I guess I just really like the Assassin's Creed franchise, you know. But these remasters were absolute dog shit. They did nothing. They didn't change anything. I guess they updated the graphics, but it still looked like ass. But it's originally a PS3 game, you know? Or those 3 games were PS3 games. But yeah, the platinums were easy in each of them. I think I got all 3 platinums in like 30 some hours, like 10 hours per game. But I actually think, if I remember right, Assassin's Creed 2 was easy, and then Brotherhood and Revelations, it took a lot longer to get the platinums. But yeah, they were definitely, you know, they're like my favorite PS3 games of all time. I guess I just wanted to play them again. Then I saw the platinums, and I'm like, ooh, that'll be easy. It looks pretty easy, so I'll just, you know, I'll go for it. And I did. So we'll go to the next one here. Editor Nick here. I forgot to mention in the video that at this part, starting with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I turned on a setting on my PS5. They allowed it to automatically record videos of the last 15 seconds it took me to get the platinum trophy. So at this point forward, with the rest of the games, you will see a 15-second video for each game of final moments getting the platinum. So enjoy the rest of the video. Right after I played the trilogy, next we moved on to the newest Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This one was very grindy, very grindy. Pretty much the last trophy I had to get was, you know, go to each little activity, treasure, whatever it was. But there were so many of them on the map. It took hours and hours of doing this. I thought the story was enjoyable. The combat was definitely something, but and it had problems with stealth. I guess like enemies detected you behind objects that they shouldn't even be able to see you, but they were. I think they fixed that though, pretty recently in fact. Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite Assassin's Creed. It's like bottom 50%. Out of all the new ones, the new Assassin's Creed games, I think Valhalla is my least favorite. I think that's all I got for that one. Can't think of anything else. To Borderlands 3. I played this game before when it came out on the PS4. It came out the day before my birthday, September 13th, 2019. It was my birthday present to myself. Yeah, I played this on PS4 before. Didn't go for the platinum back then because I just didn't care about platinums back then, I guess. Then all of a sudden, after I got my PS5 and started getting platinums, I just got addicted. So the PS5 version of this game came out as a free update for PS4 owners of the game, which I was. So I was like, yeah, I'll play it again. And I'm like, after I finished the game, I looked at the trophy list and I'm like, you know what? I'll go for the trophies too. So I did, and it wasn't bad. Getting the platinums. It wasn't too difficult, but a little grindy, like most games are with platinums these. Well, I guess they're kind of lightening up on how hard platinums are recently, especially Sony games. Yeah, this was an enjoyable one. So on to the next. Now, Subnautica Below Zero. What do I have to say about this one? Well, I am going to start by saying it wasn't as good as the original Subnautica, but it was still a good game. It had more story to it than the original Subnautica. They actually, your player was voiced in this game. That was a good change. That's like the only change that was good compared to the original. Is having a voice protagonist. This also was a pretty straightforward platinum. Pretty much story-wise, you get most of them, and I guess there were a couple of miscellaneous ones. But yeah, it was definitely easier than Subnautica, the original. Maybe I'll play the original Subnautica again, PS5 updating, try to get the platinum for that. Yeah, very enjoyable game. I'd recommend it for sure. Oh god, and I just realized the next one on the list. My least favorite game of the year so far, and I really went ahead and platinumed it. Oh my god. Now I really don't want to talk about this next one. Watch Dogs Legion, by far the worst game on this list. And probably my least favorite game I played in 2021. It was god awful. And I remember when they released the game on PS5, I think it was a launch title. They didn't even have 60 FPS, it had fucking 30, and it still ran like shit. Then, like, in the middle of my playthrough, they added 60 FPS. There was an update, which made it, you know, slightly more bearable. But god, the story was really bad. The characters weren't memorable. The whole recruit anyone mechanic, it sucked. It was so bad. My phone just vibrated, but yeah, yeah, it sucked. I don't really want to talk about this anymore. So, oh god, we're going to the next one. Now we're at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I really love this game. It was a contender for Game of the Year for me, but it did lose out to a game I will mention later that I also got platinum in, obviously. Yeah, I really love this game. The combat was amazing. The story was great. The worlds were really colorful. The graphics were amazing. Probably. Yeah, I would probably say the best looking game on this list. Graphics wise, visual wise, you know, everything. It was just an amazing game. I really recommend it to anyone who has a PS5. It's definitely top tier PS5 game you can get. True PS5 game, in fact, you can get. So, yeah. The trophy though, platinum trophy. It was pretty easy. Like I said earlier, Sony games recently have been, like dumbing down how hard it is to get a trophy, the platinum trophy these days. They're making it a little bit easier in recent years. If you want a platinum, this is a really good game to do it with. I highly recommend it. Now, on the next one, another Insomniac game. To the second Insomniac game on the list. This time it's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Also a really good game. I did play this originally on the PS4 when it came out. I knew it was a launch title for the PS5, but you know, I didn't want to wait. So I did platinum it on the PS4. Then 5-6 months after I got the PS5, I decided to play the game again and get the platinum for the PS5 too. And it was a really easy platinum. You had to beat the story twice, but with how short the game is, it's like 5-6 hours to beat it, just straight through. If you just decide to, you know, just steamroll through it. Yeah, very good game. Story was great. You know, a little too short, but you know that's what it was, a spin-off game. What do you really expect, to be honest? Another game I recommend on the PS5 for an easy platinum. I think that's all I gotta say about it. You know. All right. On to the next. Now, this next game is an odd one to be on this list. It's Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. The original game came out in what year? Like 2011, 2012, something like that. For the PS3, and I guess they re-released it on the PS4. It's not a remaster or anything. Literally nothing is different. One thing that changed from the original is some of the trophies. They got rid of the online trophies. They got rid of those, and I think they replaced them with something else. I don't know what it was, but it was another pretty easy game to platinum. Like most Ubisoft games, they're well, especially Far Cry games, they're usually pretty hard. They want you to play online and co-op and some shit for all the trophies they have for Far Cry. Yeah, it was a pretty easy one. I don't recommend playing it, to be honest. It's just not. It ran like crap on my PS5. They didn't like upgrade it at all. Like, no 60 FPS, just 30 FPS. Doesn't even, like, 720p. It didn't upgrade anything graphical wise. It still looked like a PS3 game. So I really don't recommend playing it. But definitely years ago, I definitely loved this game. But nowadays, not so much. I don't know. I guess I just decided to play it again, just because. I think because you know, Far Cry 6 was coming out a few months after I got this trophy. But yeah, on to the next game. Now, next game on this list is A Plague Tale: Innocence. I did play this game before on my PC, in fact, with Xbox Game Pass, but this game did come out as a free game for PS Plus on the PS5. I really enjoyed it the first time I played it, so I'm like, yeah, I'll play it again. You know, beat the game, looked at the trophy list, I'm like, oh, I could platinum this. It's pretty easy. So that's what I did. It was a very good game. Do I recommend it? Yeah. I recommend it, to be honest. The trophies were pretty easy to get. I know after you beat the game, there's a lot of, like, you have to go through chapter select to get all the collectibles in the game. I think that's a trophy. Yeah, to get all the collectibles in each chapter. A lot of chapter selection. You know, after the game, you can go through any chapter you want. Yeah, that's all I got for that one. Now, this next game, I'm really excited to talk about. Now, this next game on my list is probably, no, not probably, without a doubt, my game of the year. And of course, I'm talking about Returnal. It's a roguelike, but it's a really long roguelike. Takes like 6 hours. Like I think it takes like 6 hours to go through one whole run of the game, finishing it in 6 hours without dying. That's hard. And I know they got a lot of backlash for it for not having a save feature, which they just added actually like a couple months ago. But yeah, this is definitely my game of the year. The action was so good. The gunplay was amazing. It made really good use of the DualSense features. And the sounds of the game, holy shit. The music, just the guns, they all sound ridiculous, like true next-gen audio. I can't talk about this game enough. I can't recommend it enough. The platinum was hard. There's this one trophy where you have to find all these glyphs in each level, and they're randomly generated, procedurally generated or whatever. But no, it's not procedural, it's just generated, which it's random. You never know if it's gonna pop up in whatever run. So it took like between 20 and 30 runs of the game to find all the glyphs, and man, that was hard. So it's a really fun game. With the platinum, it was a pain in the ass, but paid off in the end. I ended up getting it. Lost my mind. Pretty close. Really good game. Highly recommend it. Yeah. Next game. Now, this next game, I cheated to get this one. It's Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5. I beat this game on the PS4 before, when it came out. It was really a really good game. Story was amazing. It's like Japanese Assassin's Creed. It was awesome. If only Ubisoft actually made a game like this. But man, I think this game was a lot better than Ubisoft will ever make, to be honest. Yeah, the sword fights were fun. The combat is amazing. Really good combat. You have like different stances you can use against different types of enemies, and they just did a really good job with the combat. Highly recommend it. It's definitely, I think this game came out last year on the PS4. I think it was my game of the year for last year, to be honest. Yeah, really good game on the PS5. Uses good use of the DualSense features. Again, Sony's just been knocking out of the park with these games on PS5, making really good use of that controller, which is by far the best part about the PS5 is the controller. Yeah, this platinum, if you transfer the save from your PS4 save file and transfer it to your PS5 game, you get all the trophies automatically, except for one trophy, and that's just to use the photo mode. So I did that, loaded it up, and went to photo mode and got the trophy. I think it literally took 5 minutes since the start of the game to get the platinum, which is, a record for me. But yeah, really good game. Another high recommendation. So if you got a PS5, please get Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. That's the PS5 version. So. Now we're on to Deathloop. This game was overrated, I guess. All the review publications or whatever, they give this game like a 9. Some gave it a 10. I did not think it deserved that high of a score, but I did still enjoy it. I would give it an 8.5 if it were up to me. Combat was good. The only thing I really didn't like about it was the AI. The AI was complete dog shit. They can't. They just couldn't shoot straight. They didn't notice you if you're like right in front of them. They didn't react to others dying around them. They just they were sucking turds. I did enjoy the game. I did really like the time loop mechanics and the supernatural powers you get in the game were also really fun, even though it's basically just Dishonored powers, which, you know, I like Dishonored, so of course I like this game. I really like the voice actors in this that played Colt and Juliana. Their conversations in the game were really good. Really good acting. I really liked it. They did a good job with their voice actors. Not too much to say about this one when it comes to the trophies. They were pretty straightforward. I know there were a couple runs you had to do. I know there was one trophy where you had to just kill the 8 people you're supposed to kill and kill nobody else. It was pretty easy. Pretty easy trophy, in fact. But I know there's a lot of secrets in the game that I never got to, you know, go through, but you don't need them to get the platinum. So, I do recommend this game for sure. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about Deathloop. Now this one, kinda Bridge of Spirits, definitely my favorite indie game of the year for this year. It's a really beautiful game. It's like the cutscenes and like pretty much the whole thing really look like a Pixar movie, you know, like a Disney Pixar movie. And you know, those Pixar movies are they look amazing. The animation's god tier, and this really looks like something Pixar would make if they made a movie. The story was good on this game. The combat kind of sucked a little bit, but I know there was one trophy in this game. The defeat the game on the hardest difficulty. There was an exploit you could do to skip that trophy, and that's what I did. Because, you know, it was hard on the regular difficulty. I died like 50 times to these boss fights. They were, especially near the end. My gosh, these bosses were like Dark Souls level hard. But yeah, I definitely recommend this game. Like I said, it's my favorite indie game of the year. Ember Lab did a really good job with this game. There's not too much more to say about it other than good story, good graphics. Very good game. Now on to Death Stranding Director's Cut. I did play this game before. On the PS4 when it came out, got the platinum there, and on the Director's Cut came out. I decided to play it again on the PS5. Made good use of the DualSense features. I know this game is something you really like it or don't like it. There's no in between. I really liked it. It's a really interesting game. What they did, no game has ever been like this before. You know, like Kojima said, it's like a new genre. It pretty much was. It's platinum though, hard. It's a hard platinum for sure. A lot of grinding. I know there's trophies. You know, you gotta get 20 deliveries in each category of with highest difficulty level or whatever. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was very grindy. I know it took a lot less time for me to platinum the Raptors cut than the original. Because I just platinumed it before, I knew what I was doing this time, everything I had to do. So I think I finished it like 15 hours less than the original. Would I recommend it? If you like walking, I guess. I don't know. It's something you really gotta play for yourself to determine if you like it or not. You gotta play it yourself. It's just one of those games, I guess. Story was something, you know, a Kojima game, very story driven, lots of cutscenes, but not as cutscenes were actually too bad. How many there were? Not like Metal Gear Solid level. I would recommend this to some people, but you know, it's not for everyone. So, okay. That's all I got. On to the next. The only platformer on this list, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, PS5 launch title. I should have played this game sooner. I really enjoyed this one. Again, Sony been knocking it out of the park with their games. Although the studio that made this game isn't Sony owned, but they did a really good job at this one. Platinum wasn't too difficult. I knew there was a couple of co-op trophies, but I literally did it with my second controller. It was I had two controllers controlling both my little Sackboys, but they were it was that part was hard. Really good game, definitely up there for my top games of the year. Even though it came out last year, but you know, I played it this year. So Platinum, not too difficult, except for I know there was a trophy for you have to beat these time trial missions you had. There was like 12 of them or something, and then you gotta beat the final one, and that could take like up to 10 minutes. But I think the trophy was you gotta beat it in less than 8 minutes. You can't die once. It took a lot of like 20 tries for me to beat it. I did it with a whole minute to spare. I thought I was going too slow the whole time, but yeah, I highly recommend this game. Platinum is not too difficult, but that one trophy I just mentioned, yeah, that's the only difficult one I can think of. On to the next. Next game on the list is Control. Play this on the PS4? No, I did not play on the PS4. I played it on my PC, I believe. Then it was a PS Plus game. I claimed it when it came to PS Plus, and I just never played it until I was looking at my list of games that I have. And I'm like, ooh, Control. I can go platinum this one. And I did, yeah. Only took like a week, I think. Pretty easy game, but definitely very visually appealing. The visuals in this game were absolutely insane. I felt like I was... the story made no sense, by the way. It made me feel like I had an IQ of 70. How much was going on, it blew my mind. But the visuals, oh my god. Probably the best visuals of the game I've ever seen. It's absolutely crazy. The platinum, pretty easy. I remember I did have trouble with a couple of trophies. I don't remember what they were, but this is definitely a game I can recommend to anyone. Really, it's a really good game. Combat is really good. Story, you know, made no sense, but you know, it's a Remedy game. Recently their games make no sense to me, but I'm tired. Alright, I think that's all I got. 2 more games on this list. Now we're on to Far Cry 6. Definitely a good game. Probably my favorite Far Cry game to date. And I've played all of them since 3. Minus Blood Dragon. I didn't play Blood Dragon. I did play a demo of it back in the day when it came out, but yeah, my favorite Far Cry game. The Platinum Trophy was pretty simple. They actually didn't include any co-op or online trophies on this one, which blew my mind because Ubisoft usually decides to make their Platinum trophies as hard as possible. So it was definitely a good change. Actually, got this trophy when I was in quarantine because I caught the COVID. Yeah, I had 3 weeks off from work, which is an excessive amount, by the way. But you know, it was nice. I just stayed at home, you know, laid in bed, played video games. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would recommend it. You know, it had, you know, Giancarlo Esposito, guy who played Gus Fring in Breaking Bad, is in the game, of course. He did a good job. I really like the protagonist of this game. You know, instead of, you know, like something like Far Cry 5, where your protagonist didn't have a voice, wasn't a voice protagonist. I feel like, you know, you feel like you have no personality. But this game did a good job with their characters. I really like their characters. Story was good. Some of the missions were kind of repetitive, but wasn't too bad. Trophies were pretty easy. There were a couple of grindy ones, you know, capturing all the bases, and then one you have to do these special missions where you have to, and then you have to like rescue hostages in these missions. I had to do that like, I don't know how many times I did it. Like, you have to do it like 30 times or something like that, and it could do it in like 3 minutes each. So it took a little bit, but I ended up getting it, so no big deal. Yeah, I recommend it. Good trophy to platinum. Now, this is it, my final platinum of 2021, and it is a weird one because this game came out a few years ago. It's Middle-earth: Shadow of War. I don't know. I played this game before. I never finished it on the PS4. Then all of a sudden, I just, you know, I was looking at my list of games. I saw this game. I'm like, oh, I never finished it. So I downloaded it, played through the whole thing over again. I started over. Then I'm like, wow, why didn't I finish this before? The gameplay is so fun. Beat the game. Looked at the platinum. Well, looked at the trophies to get the platinum, and they seem pretty doable. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go for it. Why not? I'm in quarantine. Nothing else to do. I'll just do it. So I did it, and there were a couple hard ones. I know there was one where you have to defeat like this dragon type thing, and you get a grog, which is just like this giant troll or something. I don't know how to explain it, but that part was hard, trying to kill the dragon with the troll. I don't know, but the story was mediocre at best. I didn't enjoy the story too much, but the gameplay and the Nemesis system, definitely the best part about this game, and Shadow of Mordor, the first game. It introduced the Nemesis system. Man, I was hooked on that. I was just going through, turning captains onto my side, just having fun with the Nemesis system, and Shadow War really outdid themselves with upgrading everything about the system. I do recommend it, but you know, not for the story though, for the gameplay and how fun the screwing with the Nemesis system was. Yeah. I think that's all I got. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like this video and consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And as you guys know, I streamed on Twitch a few times. I started then stopped, and then started and then stopped. I have this cycle. I want to get back into it again. So if you're not following my Twitch, you can follow me at Twitch. That's twitch.tv/nick3335, and follow me on Twitter, nick3335_. I tweet all the time. I post updates when I stream of any new things coming up, so if you follow me there, I would appreciate it. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you all had a good 2021, unlike, you know, this whole pandemic thing. Kind of didn't get much better from 2020, but hopefully 2022, things let up. Quarantine's getting over with. The pandemic's gonna be over with, hopefully. Hopefully, I doubt it, to be honest, but, you know. Yeah, I hope you have a good 2022. Happy New Year, guys.